Okay everyone, so reset's just kicked in. It's Good Friday, so I'm off work. So let's have a look at what Xur has brought for us today. Bets are on it's not going to be Gjallarhorn. But if it is Gjallarhorn, maybe I'm just about to get the highest number of viewers ever. So we shall have to see. So I'm going to go in on my Hunter. I've just finished off some of the bounties on that. Logged off, make sure the reset kicks in properly. I'm going back in now. Okay, so slightly misleading on my character sheet there. My Titan is now 32, made it to 32 on Thursday night, thanks to the help from the guys on the raid. But I'm levelling up an exotic helm, so hence 31 on that one. So obviously the first part of the Xur is actually finding him. So if you want to have a little bet with yourself on where he is, I'll follow it around. So what I'll do, I'm going to start clockwise from the tower. So I'll start over by the speaker, outside the little hangar door thing there, work my way around from there through to the Vanguard and Crucible guys, and then across to the hangar, and then across the bar area. So what's the bet in, if I'm doing it in that order, he's going to be in the bar. So by the time I get there, most of you have probably already been and seen what he's got and got the stuff you want. I was going to stop by the vault and pick my strange coins and motes to light up. And while we're going down, that's all melt on my armour and get some definitely not needed sapphire wire. Okay, so vault first. I'd rather not be using the app to transfer strange coins around unless I have to, so I've got 33 strange coins and 30 motes of light. So I can at least get a weapon and an engram off him if he's got an engram. So I thought, I see lots of people running in the same direction as me. So we could all be doing the same thing, going around in order, or we could actually be down here. Never seen so many 32s running in the same direction when it's not a raid. And so there he is. Now head to the speak area and head for the balcony over the far side. So look what he's got. I see Dragon's Breath, no Gjallarhorn in there, but let's have a look what we have got. So we've got the Glass House, the Titan Helm. Have a look what we've got on the perks on that one. So we've got increased melee attack speed on the rain blows. Quintessence Transfer replenishes super energy when you kill an enemy with a grenade. And Bathed in Light, Blessing of Light and Weapons of Light last longer. So this can be quite a good helm for the raid if you're running a Defender Titan and your guys need to bubble up a little bit longer. If you're in hard mode, you tend to be wanting the helm that generates health from orbs rather than this one. Not much point in having a bubble up if you're going down. So for the Hunter, it's Don't Touch Me Gauntlets. That is probably one of the most useful gauntlets out there. So you've got the special weapon loader, so special weapons load quicker, and Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gained from killing minions of darkness. I guess my companion app. But this probably the most useful one. Taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. So again, if you're going to solo the lamps on the raid, this combined with Blade Dancer and Crouch to go invisible gives you a much better chance of surviving the thrall coming at you. One hit from a thrall, you go invisible, you can get yourself clear of the pack and move on. So I suspect this is probably going to be the most popular item so far, and hunters, if you haven't got this, go get them. For the Warlock, we've got Sunbreakers. Special weapon load speed again. Melee damage reduces your grenade cooldown. Useful again if you're running Sunsinger and with your special and you're spamming grenades everywhere. In theory, you're reducing your cooldown all the time you're throwing those grenades. And Healing Cycle increases the duration of your solar grenade. For a Sunsinger Warlock, these gauntlets are really, really good, and absolutely allow you to spam the entire area with grenades. And as I said, Dragon's Breath. If you haven't already got Dragon's Breath, you're probably doing something wrong, and the RNG absolutely hates you. I've actually got to the point where I think I've got one per character, and I'm getting ready to get rid of them. It's an exotic, it's a rocket launcher, but what it's really missing is tracker. So you've got 3 shells, it's fairly useful, better than having 2. And you've got a solar flare upon detonation, so it's quite a good suppression type rocket launcher if you want to take out a boss and hold off an area or take some of his minions down with him. It's good for that. But without tracker, don't take this into the raid. Your raid party really will not appreciate you missing Crota with your rockets. So we've got the usual exotic shard, and we have got the exotic engram. So I'm going to pick one of those up. I've got to use those Mezalites for something. I'm going to have a look what that is in a minute. We do have heavy ammo synths, so I'm going to pick up a few of those. So again, what your raid party really want to know is that you've got some heavy ammo synths in there. And part of the reason I'm doing this, I've actually got all of the exotics already. So I'm just going to pick up a fair few of these. Link to that for now. So we've got the usual vehicle upgrades. It's getting to the point where perhaps I may actually buy a legendary, a rare Sparrow and fit one of these just to use my coins up. And pulse rifle, fusion rifle, and rocket launcher telemetry. And the upgrades, should you have an excess of glimmer, that's for you, Col. Go spend your glimmer, mate. There's Aclophage Symbiote, helmet for the hunter. Lucky Raspberry chest armor for the hunter. Crest of Alpha Lupi, a Titan class chest armor. People quite like that for the emblem on the front of it. No backup plans for the gauntlets for the Titan. And the Apathes Veil Warlock class helm. And some breakers. Technically, it's probably better to go and get the bonds from Xur rather than do an upgrade, unless you literally have nothing else to do with your glimmer, Col. Bad Juju on the pulse rifle there. Mida multi-tool. Again, Xur was selling it last week. If you happen to have one and have an old one and missed out on it last week, you can do the upgrade here. Thorn. Patience and Time. Thunderlord. And finally, Super Good Advice. So, fair few there. I'm beginning to wonder about the benefit of this now, because anyone with old exotics who actually has 7,000 glimmer spare, an exotic shard, and the old exotic probably isn't really grinding the game and is a casual gamer. At which point, having 7,000 glimmer spare would be a bit of a surprise. So, that's Xur today. Let's go and have a look at my exotic. You can share the joy of finding out what I need to shard to get my exotic shard from my engram I've just bought with my Motes of Light. So guys, what do you think it actually is today?
Once, I guess it gets.
I don't even remember what the engram is now. Chest. Bound to be Warlock chest armor. I'm going on this one.
To the frozen. What can we do for you?
There we go. Voidfang vestments.
Until the next time.
Need to go and have a look. I'm fairly certain my Warlock's got that. Carry more ammo for hand cannon. My Warlock is a hand cannon specialist, so it's useful for that. And just before I sign off this stream, I thought I'd go and let you know what the bounties are for today. So at the Vanguard bounty, we have Patrol on the Cosmodrome. Divisive Mind in the Black Garden. That's in theory quick in and out. You don't have to complete the mission on that one. Prohibitive Mind in the Rising Tide. That's a little bit longer. You've got to get all the way to the end on that one. Take a group in, make it a bit of fun. 9,000 experienced without dying. 100 enemies without dying. And 100 enemies with precision damage. So that's a get yourself down to the Cosmodrome. You should be able to clear off those first two there. Get a good 3/4, half the way through your 9,000 experience. Maybe finish these two off. Finish off the rest of the experience in there.
Exchange complete. And
for those of you who potentially don't do Eris bounties anymore, don't forget you do get XP for them. So if you're levelling weapons, it's always worth having a quick check, especially for the ones on the Cosmodrome. Rasputin, Siege of the Warmind, again for 5,000 XP, that's a little bit of a grind, unless you've got some people to go in with you. Omnigul and her spawn for 5,000 XP, that is really, really not worth doing. It's worth holding on to if you've got nothing else in your bounty slots, because it may come up as the weekly or nightfall, and you'll just tick it off as you go through. And Hunt the Knights who serve Blade of Kroton. So again, if you've got Patrol on Cosmodrome or you're going to the Cosmodrome, always pick that one up, and you can just tick it along. Notice that's 3,750 XP, so that's only 1,250 less than getting all the way to the Omnigul and killing Omnigul. It's a little bit unleveled there. So that's it for today. Go to Xur, let me know if you buy anything. It's always interesting to know what people are buying out there, and hopefully guys, see you soon.